Wow, cannabis is finally legal in Canada. Let's have a round of applause. Last year I bought some stocks in Pringles, and my friends shrugged their shoulders at me. Hey, now they're eating their words. That Growlies is a big game changer. So even the Girl Guide cookies are doing well. There's this little girl who parked her red wagon outside a medical marijuana place, and within minutes she was sold out. Gee, I don't think they changed the recipe. These cookies are the same as last year. I don't know about you, but I'm getting really tired of political correctness. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm all for the Me Too movement, but I think some of it has gotten completely out of hand. This one girl wants to take that holiday favorite, Baby It's Cold Outside, off the radio playlist at Christmas time. She claims it's a date rape song. I mean, come on, people. Is Versace on the Floor all about high fashion? And what about that song, My Humps? Yeah, that doesn't sexualize women. What next? Are we going to stop those dwarf tossing contests and call them little people in flight training exercises? Imagine the cost of changing all the posters. So now what are we supposed to call short people? Vertically challenged? What will rappers call their girlfriends? They can't call them shorties anymore. And by the way, what do they call their tall girlfriends? I feel sorry for the ESL kids who learn our language. I mean, do we have to start offering English as a third language classes? You can't call anybody retarded anymore. You have to say they're one taco short of a combination plate. Think how confusing this is for English language learners. I mean, they said, wow, we were talking about his intelligence, and now we're talking about his dietary choices? Did you hear we can't use he or she anymore? Like this one teacher was fired from a school. He refused to address this girl who's transitioning to a boy as he. You have to say the pronoun they now. Like, is they coming to a concert with us? I mean, that ain't even grammatically correct. Kill me now. But this political correctness is a new kind of paranoia. I was at the airport the other day and I was smiling and I said, man, you got to listen to this track by Drake. It's lit. It's on fire. It's the bomb. And within a few minutes, my face was flat on the concrete and my hands were cuffed behind my back. I guess they're a little sensitive at the airport. I'm never a big fan of these borders anyhow. They always ask these dumbass questions like, what is the purpose of your visit? For once, I'd like to say the purpose of my visit is to assassinate your orange-skinned president, and I'm taking donations. I usually try to figure out what the mood of the border guard is before they start asking me questions. The other day, this border guard approached me and he was smiling. I guess he had his daily dosage of Metamucil that day. So anyhow, he comes up to me and says, what tribe are you from, Chief? Now, I didn't know whether to be insulted or to smile. So I decided to play along, and I said, I'm from the Bigfoot tribe, and my Indian name is He Who Hates Being Confused as a Native. I thought about using He Who Runs from the Law, but I didn't think that would be appropriate. I think the problem with border guards, excuse me, is that they think they're the big dog in the world. Now, if we just let them run around and play a little, I think their mood would greatly improve. And for the really angry ones, we could just give them distemper shots and maybe the odd belly rub now and then. I mean, come on, people. Is it too much to ask the people who guard your borders to treat them with a little bit of dignity? I mean, the world is becoming so violent. Even the animals are getting in on the act. There's a group of rogue monkeys in India that are terrorizing the villagers there. They climbed up on the roof and they're throwing the roof tiles down to the ground. Apparently, they even stoned a 70-year-old man, not a monkey. And I only have one question, and that is, don't they teach dodgeball in India? Because you know this shit would never happen to a Canadian. Apparently, villagers are so embarrassed they won't report further incidents. No shit. And they hired a language specialist so that they could try to communicate with these monkeys. I don't think they're making much progress, though, because the last time they asked the leader to come down off the roof, he gave him one of these. Anyhow, thank God the domesticated animals are still cool. Dogs will never be disappointing. Sometimes I wish humans were more like dogs. Like when you meet a stranger, you sniff each other's butt to determine the level of hostility. And on your walk to work, you can piss and shit on every blade of grass because, hey, somebody's going to clean it up. And if you don't have to go to work, you can just stay at home and lick your balls all day and think about the pussy that you're going to get and the pussy that got away.